Arthur, go ahead.
Good evening. Listen, the mark of greatness is truly upon you. You must not be limited by the short-sighted belief of others. You can because you think you can. I believe that. Whether you think you can or whether you can't, either way you're going to be right. Listen, this is an exciting business. About maybe 6 years ago, I got into this business by way of a beautiful woman by the name of Miss Leola Enifawoshe, who thought enough of me to introduce me to this. You know, sometimes they say that when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and we must welcome people into our lives that require more of us than we do of ourselves. I'm just, my kudos to Leola, and thank you so much for introducing me to this business. But what's more important is that two types of people that will function in this new millennium. One will be the ones that acquire the skills of function more fully and effectively, and then there'll be a class of people who must function out of ignorance. And what a way to live. We have a better way, and the better way is simply this. The better way is direct marketing. You know, the people that used to laugh at this opportunity, who used to turn their noses up at this opportunity, are now looking at it with due diligence, because guess what? The 40-40 plan is extinct. This thing where you could be on a job like my good friend Gary for 30 years, forget about that. That's a myth. And now more than ever, we've got to have a plan. Someone said, if you don't have a plan, if you have a plan to succeed, you've made a plan to fail. So the bottom line is we don't want to be failures. And I'm not suggesting that you are a failure. All I'm simply saying is that you better have something else besides your job to make it in this economy. Now, here's what I do believe, that it is not it's not money that will determine, it's your philosophy that will determine your destiny in this economy. Someone said it's not your conditions, but your decisions about your conditions that will ultimately determine your destiny. Now, what does that mean? It means that I've got to have a game plan. Many years ago, I remember doing my first seminar, and no one showed up. I mean, it was embarrassing. No one showed up, and I wanted to throw up my hands and just give up. But the thing that you must not do is give up, throw in the towel. See, here's what I ask people. Are you much more than you've been demonstrating? Given the results you produced over the last quarter, are you much more than you've been demonstrating? Then the question comes in, why aren't you demonstrating more? I can help you with that. Excuses. And excuses are just like behinds. Everybody got one, okay? But the bottom line is, we have a call here. We've got people that are just waiting in the wings to help you. So the first thing I want you to write down tonight is demand more from yourself. Raise your standards. Get around people that turn your power up, not down. Don't hang around your family who are the number one members of the Discouragement Club. Get away from the people who make fun of you. You told me you're going to lose weight. Yeah, heard that before. Listen, get around people that are doing what you want to do and duplicate it, okay? That's number one. Demand more from yourself. The second thing is you've got to be willing to transform your thinking. What you think about, you bring about. What you dwell on, you dwell in, right? What you focus on will expand. So what is your focus right now? Is it prosperity or poverty? Listen, forget about what happened. Yesterday's a canceled check. Tomorrow's a promissory note. Today is the gift. That's why we call it the present. Gary, there is power in the present moment. That is your point of power, the present moment. We can't talk about what we did or what we're going to do. All that counts is now. Make the phone call now. Make the connection now. Get the sample. Give it to someone now. Don't second guess. See, transform your thinking. Tell yourself something positive in the morning. Yes, I can, and yes, I will. You know, these are the things that really make the winners. This differentiates between the winners and the losers is what you say to yourself. Get up with renewed optimism and vigor. Every morning I'm getting up and I'm talking to myself, telling myself good stuff, that money flows to me in avalanche abundance. I'm a magnet for prosperity. You know what that does for you? I'm doing better than good, better than most, sometimes better than that. Nobody is so improving. On top of that, life and this ProImage International is awesome. See, and when people walk up to you and ask how you're doing, I'm super fantabulous. I'm fantastic because I'm on this product. I'm on this good greens, man. It's got me going. So you got to get excited about it. And then finally, you got to be willing to pay the price. Well, Arthur, how much is that? Or whatever it costs. See, you've got to be willing to do not whatever it takes. We don't have time to do whatever it takes. We've got to do what it takes. And that's what the calls are about. That's what the meetings are about. That's what the synergy is about, to come together. So number one, we must demand more from ourselves. Are you much more than you've been demonstrating? Absolutely. Someone says that if opportunity is knocking, then you build the door. Create that thing. Second, you got to transform your thinking. In other words, you got the DTP. What did I say? DTP. Demand, transform, pay. Pay the price. Because I'm going to tell you something. Neil and I was talking about it. This virtual millionaire stuff is exciting. Just think about this compensation plan that we have. Learn that compensation plan. People really want to know how they can make money. Do you know an extra $500 can determine the difference in whether people whether some people go under or make it in a month? But let me tell you something. This product is so awesome. And I'm not just talking about Fruita Vita. I'm talking about all of our products are so awesome that people are not feeling well, folks. People right now are really not just down on their luck, but they're digging their graves with their teeth. They're dying deaths in small doses. We've got the answer. When people are like, hey, I've got the answer. So I want to encourage each and every one of you that's on this call to bring people to the call. There'll be information. Gary is a well. Leola is a well. David and Estelle, they're wells of information. Life-changing. Don is a well. We're blessed. We're a company of integrity. Tony built this company with one thing, integrity. Let me tell you something. When you don't have integrity, you don't have nothing. But when you have it, you got everything. And that's one thing I'm sticking by this you can't chase two rabbits. I planted my flag over here, and I'm cemented my flag in the ground. It ain't going nowhere because I believe in ProImage. So demand more from yourself. Transform your thinking, and ultimately pay the price. You learned something tonight. You got the DTP. Listen. Follow your dream. Take one step at a time. Don't settle for less. Continue to climb. Follow your dream. If you stumble, don't stop and lose sight of your goal. For only on the top can you see the whole view. Can you see what you've done? Can you see what you can do? Can you then have a vision to seek something new? Hold on, my brother and my sister, and follow your dream. The time is now.